Hey, welcome back. It is Jennifer from Afternoons on KOMA. It's an awesome 80s weekend early on Thursday, joined, of course, by Noble McIntyre of McIntyre Law. It's a day early today.
It is. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. I love the 4th of July.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite holidays. So let's talk about, since we're talking about the 80s, let's talk about your favorite 80s memory of the 4th.
That's a good question. So first of all, let's talk about the 4th itself. So I love the 4th of July. When I was a little kid, for those of you out there listening that aren't as old as me, in 1976 was the bicentennial. It was when this country turned 200 years old. And the celebrations across this country were massive. And I was just a little kid. And it made such an impression on me that the 4th became one of my most favorite holidays. I mean, I remember when I didn't have any money and I'd go to the fireworks stand. And I figured, how do you spend $10? And you spend there all day. Now I have more money, I can get the good stuff. So I have always loved the 4th. I'd have to say that out in Burns Flat, we had a lake nearby called Foss Lake. And we had a boat that wasn't that great. It didn't run that great, but we would go out there on the 4th as a family, and all of your friends would be out there. And just going out on the lake on the 4th, or the week, if it was the 4th was on the weekend, and you had the Friday and the Saturday or the Sunday, having that weekend and just love those types of memories, but always was blowing up fireworks. Love fireworks.
Yeah, being together with your friends and family, that's what it's all about. I can remember we used to go out to Colorado every summer because my parents were teachers, so they had the whole summer off. So we had a little place out there. We would go and either set off fireworks or watch fireworks in town in Pagosa Springs, Colorado. And they would have like a huge festival. The rodeo was going on then. So that's one of my favorites when I was a little kid.
We had a number of years we go to Fargo, North Dakota, because that's where I was born. So all my relatives would go up there. We're still up there. So we would go up there in the summertime. So I had a lot of 4ths up there as well with my cousins. And my grandparents had a farm outside of country, so you could blow up whatever you wanted. And I had some uncles that made handmade fireworks, which were massive explosions. I mean, they made some serious bombs. So we had just some great memories. It was a simpler time. It was pre-cell phones, pre-internet. It was just a simpler time. And so just being with family.
Yeah, and my cousins or my uncle would take a bottle rocket, and it would be dangerous if something happened. I kind of stayed away from that. I was a little bit afraid.
We had bottle rocket wars where we would try to throw them at each other, which the parents never liked, so we would do it when they weren't around. But yeah, it was a good way to get hurt with fireworks, but we had a great time. Do
they have bottle rockets anymore? I don't even know.
They do. They still have them. Okay. Yeah, they're not legal in every state, but they're legal in some.
All right. Are they legal in Oklahoma?
I'm not sure.
Don't do bottle rocket wars, okay? We're not condoning that. Well, needless to say, if you get hurt and stuff, I bet your office gets a few calls after 4th of July.
We do. After any holiday like this where people will be out in public and on the roads and going somewhere, you can have more car crashes. Obviously, when you're on the lake in the nice time, people are drinking a little more. And so we've had cases come in because somebody was drinking on a boat and caused an injury or somebody was hurt badly. And then certainly we always get some firework cases where if you do it to yourself, you don't have a claim. But if you're at somebody's house and you're just watching and somebody lights something off and you get hurt, their homeowner's policy will end up paying on that. So we get some firework injury cases. We get some DUI where people were injured because somebody was drunk driving. And then we get some injuries from the lake. So we do see an uptick after holidays.
So if you get a DUI, either boating or driving, it's the same as far as
100% the same. Yep, yeah. It's the same rules. You cannot drink and drive driving your car, and you can't drink and drive on your boat legally. If you're .08, you're going to be convicted just like if you were in a car.
And so many people want to have a good time on their boat, but they don't realize, hey, it's the same.
And you take that ice chest out there, and you need to have a designated boat driver. And some people do it right, and some people, everybody drinks, and it's rough getting that boat back, and you can hurt somebody. And if you do, you're going to be responsible.
So on the 4th of July, we're changing the subject and ending on a good note. What happens at the McIntyre house? What do you guys do?
We're going to go out to Carlton Landing, which is at Lake Eufaula. I have a lake house out at Carlton Landing, and we will leave this evening and go out there, and I'll have a lot of my family, and we have a boat, and so we're just going to have the weekend out at Lake Eufaula.
Oh, nice.
What about you? What are you doing?
Just lots of sleep for one thing, because we're off tomorrow. Also, lots of good food, fireworks, just the usual kind of stuff.
What's your favorite food for the 4th?
Hot dogs, potato salad. My mom makes the greatest potato salad ever. And it's the kind where you don't have the cubed potatoes. You have the creamy potatoes with that German potato salad, I think. But yeah, she makes that. It's so good.
That's all great. Way too many chips. French onion dip with your chips. And I love that kind of stuff. Brats. There's all kinds of good food. I will eat way too much.
Yeah. And then what is it when you eat? You kind of take a little bit of time off, and then you go back and eat again.
Yeah. I've eaten when I'm not even hungry yet. And so that's when you know you're overeating, but it's so good. And my mom she'll bring brownies or something, or I don't know what it is. I don't even want to step on a scale today because I don't want to step on it after the weekend's over to see how much damage we did.
What is the average? About 5 pounds. I know at Christmas, the average person puts about 5 pounds on. So I want to say 7 to 8 on the 4th of July.
Oh my gosh, that's a lot. It's going to take a little bit to get all that off.
Well, in the 80s, we had, not that good stuff. We didn't have non-fats, non-cholesterol hot dogs. We had the real deal.
Real stuff.
Yeah.
The real stuff. Real butter.
Yes. And we were better for it,
Exactly.
All right. Noble McIntyre Law, thank you so much. Always good advice. And have a happy 4th of July.
You too. Thanks for having me.
All right. Thank you.